Hello everybody and welcome back to my fourth 2025 MLB rankings video. It is time to go over the top 10 first basemen in MLB for the 2025 season, so let's jump right into it. At number 10, I'm going with Chicago Cubs first baseman Michael Busch. Michael Busch is coming off of a great rookie season on the north side, being the Cubs' most consistent hitter throughout the season. Michael Busch had a 118 OPS plus while playing great defense at first base, mostly in the second half as he learned to play the position. Busch is about to go into his age 27 season and his second full season as a big leaguer, and is primed to take leaps forward on what looks to be a competitive Cubs team in 2025. Wrigley Field was very non-hitter friendly, especially for left-handed hitters in 2024, which was very fluky for Wrigley. Assuming conditions on the north side improve, Michael Busch could very easily be a 30-plus homer guy with an 800 OPS for the Chicago Cubs in 2025. In 76 games on the road, Busch slugged 105 points higher, posting an 855 OPS versus a 683 OPS he had in 73 games at home. Assuming Wrigley conditions improve, it is almost guaranteed that Busch will take steps forward. Michael Busch is poised to be a big part of the Cubs lineup in 2025. At number 9, I'm going with Red Sox first baseman Triston Casas. I have no doubt that Casas can become a top 5 first baseman after the 2025 season, but for now I'm keeping him at number 9. Triston Casas broke out in 2023, finishing third in the American League Rookie of the Year voting, but had an injury-riddled 2024 season, limiting him to just 63 games. In those 63 games, Casas had 13 home runs, 32 RBIs, and a 120 OPS plus. Triston Casas has a very good eye, being tops in the league in walk rate and chase rate. The glove is slightly below average, but it did see improvement from his 2023 numbers. Hopefully Boston doesn't opt to trade this guy for pitching, as I believe he is primed for a big season with Boston and could even be their best hitter, minus maybe Rafael Devers. Look out for Triston Casas in 2025 if he can stay on the field. At number 8, I have St. Louis Cardinals new first baseman Wilson Contreras. The Cardinals announced after the 2024 season that Contreras will be moving to first base to accommodate for the loss of Paul Goldschmidt and give Ivan Herrera a shot behind the plate for St. Louis. They also want to keep Contreras healthy, as his bat is way too valuable to have missing out of the lineup. His defense behind the plate has never been great, so it's not like they will be missing much behind the plate moving him to first base. I like St. Louis's decision to move him to first base/DH. Contreras has always been a very good hitter throughout his career since debuting with the Cubs in 2016. In 2024, Contreras suffered a couple injuries and was limited to 84 games, but in those 84 games, he still put up a 136 OPS plus with 15 homers and a high 380 on-base percentage. If St. Louis wants any shot at the division, they'll 1. Need a miracle, and 2. Need Contreras in the lineup for at least 150 games. At number 7, I'm going with newly acquired Arizona Diamondback Josh Naylor. Naylor is one of the most clutch players in the league. While his defense isn't great, his ability to mash baseballs and hit in the clutch are what rank him so high. Naylor is among the league's best in strikeout and whiff rate, so he often puts the ball in play. However, last season, his K rate increased a bit and his batting average plummeted, but he also saw a huge rise in power as he hit 31 homers when his previous career high was 20. Naylor is a nice piece to have in the middle of your order to rely on to drive in runs, as he drove in 108 runs last year for Cleveland. The only downside is that Naylor's OPS took a big hit, as he didn't get on base and he didn't hit for as high of an average in 2024. However, his unique combination of hitting for power but not striking out could lead to him putting it all together in 2025 and having a monster season. Even if he does end up having a similar season to his 2024 season, he is still a top 10 first baseman in the league. This was a great get for Arizona, who could shock the world and dethrone the Dodgers in the NL West. Coming in at number 6, I'm going down south to Atlanta for Matt Olson. Olson, much like his entire team, had a down season in 2024. I didn't want to knock him down this far, but it felt as though I needed to because of the talent ahead of him. In 2023, he absolutely mashed, hitting 54 home runs. Last season, he finished with just a 118 OPS after having a 164 OPS plus in 2023. Matt Olson's advanced numbers say he had some bad luck in 2024, showing much better expected numbers. It is also worth noting that Olson picked up the slack in the second half of the season, putting up an 896 OPS versus a 714 OPS he had in the first half. Matt Olson is an absolute stud and will no doubt bounce back next season. With his numbers trending in the right direction, he could very easily become an MVP caliber player once again. Starting off my top 5 is free agent first baseman Pete Alonso. Ironic I have him in the top 5, as seemingly nobody wants to sign this guy right now. Of course, that's because him and his agent Scott Boras are seeking a potential 9-year deal, which I don't think anybody wants to do right now. I do ultimately think he'll reunite with the Mets, but the Mets are known for their short-term high AAV deals and not long-term, so he probably won't sign for a while as he'll be waiting for the best deal. But anyways, Alonso is your ideal power-hitting first baseman. Pete Alonso's glove is not good at all, but the bat is great. Ideally, you could DH him, but I don't think anyone is going to pay Alonso that kind of money to just DH. Maybe towards the end of his career, he could DH. Alonso had a down year by his standards in 2024, but still put up a 123 OPS and hit 34 home runs, driving in 88. The fact that 34 home runs for Pete Alonso is considered a down year tells you the ceiling on this guy. The 34 home runs Pete hit this year were a career low for him, not including the 2020 season where he still hit 16. Alonso's advanced numbers in 2024 were also a bit better than they had been in years past. Pete Alonso is too good not to bounce back and have another 40-plus homer season, and whenever someone decides to pay this man, they will acquire a game-changing bat. At number 4, I'm going to go with now Houston first baseman Christian Walker. Christian Walker is a very underappreciated player. Year in and year out, he posts numbers. In 130 games last season, Walker hit 26 homers and drove in 84, and always plays elite defense at first base. Walker is about to go into his age 34 season, but he has shown no signs of slowing down. Walker also fits very well into now Dakin Park, as I can already picture him hitting bombs into the Crawford boxes in left field. Looking at his spray chart, you can add 12 homers to his home run total if he played every game in Houston. Granted, he'll only play 81 games there, but the bat is going to play very well there, and he was a great add for Houston. I could see another 30-plus homer season coming from Christian Walker in 2025. In my top 3 at number 3, I have Dodger first baseman Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman once again had another really good season in LA. By his standards, however, it was a down year, but of course, he had a very scary family matter that he had to deal with during the season. Freeman still posted a 143 OPS plus in 2024 and played slightly above average defense at first base. Even then, it was very strange for Freddie Freeman not to be in the race for the batting title. Freeman only being at number 3 seems very wrong, but he saw his average drop 50 points and his OPS drop 120 points. Could it be because he is now 35 years old, or was it just a minor setback? Freeman's advanced numbers still look solid, but only time will tell for Freddie Freeman, who nonetheless is still a superstar caliber player. Just missing out at number 1, I have Phillies first baseman Bryce Harper. Harper finished 6th in the MVP voting last season and was an all-star for Philadelphia. Bryce Harper is just really freaking good. There's no way around it. Last season, he posted a 149 OPS plus, hitting 30 homers and driving in 87. He also played another season of great defense at first base. Harper, of course, won the NL MVP award in 2021, and I wouldn't be surprised if he is a primary MVP candidate next season. It feels like it's been a very long time since Harper was a primary MVP candidate, and 2025 just seems like the season for it. Last season, Harper saw his walk rate drop quite a bit, but saw a significant boost in his slugging percentage. If he can get his OBP back up to 400 and slug the same way he did last season, he could definitely compete with Shohei Ohtani for the National League MVP award. He just now needs to put it all together. And finally, at number 1, I undoubtedly have to go with Blue Jays superstar Vladimir Guerrero Jr. After seeing his numbers decline in 2022 and 2023, Guerrero finally had a season reminiscent of his 2021 season in 2024, posting a 166 OPS plus, hitting 30 bombs, and driving in 103. Vladdy saw his walk rate climb and his K rate, chase rate, and whiff rate shrink in 2024, even more than his massive 2021 season. Even in the years he struggled, Guerrero has always had better expected numbers as he always hits the ball hard. His issues in 2022 and 2023 were always about generating launch angle, as he had many sharply hit lineouts to the outfield. Guerrero's defense, however, is really bad, but I don't even care. The bat is just so good that you don't even care to look at the defensive numbers. It's not like you need to be a premier defender to play first base anyways. It helps, but you're fine if you rake in the way that Vladdy does. Guerrero finished 6th in the American League MVP voting and was an all-star for the 4th straight season. Guerrero is going into a contract year, so I fully expect him to have a massive season in 2025, leading to him getting a massive payday similar, if not better, than the one Juan Soto got. And that does it for my 2025 first baseman rankings. If you made it this far, please comment down below who you think should have been on this list. Please like and subscribe for the algorithm to help my channel grow if you enjoyed. I will be coming out with more lists and baseball talk very soon. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.